Start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look, there he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Tua. Out to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give running right, Etienne. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 18. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence will throw. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
After the turnover, it's Tua on the move to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop him.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard.